Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're going to be reacting to the FC26 holiday update. I'm trying to keep my stuff together because before we get into this update, what I want to tell you guys, I don't know about you. The gameplay yesterday and today, look, Thunderstruck is great. The menus are great. The evos are great. But none of it matters when you go into the game and you experience what I've been experiencing. Look, I thought yesterday was bad, right? I somehow clutched the 15-0. A lot of you guys probably saw that. The gameplay was horrible. You know, for me this year, when the gameplay is responsive, I have fun playing this game. I do. And I'm lucky because I optimized the game using a freaking $3 PC just to play FIFA, okay? Because the console experience never has a good experience, okay? So that's a joke within itself, EA. You guys got to sort it out and figure out the responsiveness on console. But let me tell you this. I want to hear in the comments down below. I'm not even trying to be negative, guys. I just had a crash out. And you know where I had a crash out? In Foot Draft. And what does this remind me of? Guys, a month ago with Ultimate Scream, I was heading into Foot Draft. I was like 95-2, right? And look, the wins and the losses is one thing. But when I'm flowing and this game is responsive, I have a good time and I'm hard to beat, okay? Then during Ultimate Scream, I couldn't control anything. The players were fading away. It felt like I was on 250 ping. And the players that were 3 million coins feel like they couldn't turn. Okay, I just had experience again today. So EA, I ask you guys this. Is that something to do with server traffic? Because I don't feel like it's connection. I feel like it's actually bad gameplay in the game. It's inexcusable what I just experienced in Foot Draft. How can someone be getting 15-0s and then go lose 2 draft games in a row against average opponents because they can't even control their players? EA, I have to just cook you guys for that. Can you please, dear God, before you change the game every single week, can you just figure out the damn responsiveness? You guys were waffling about all this crap this year where you fix the ping and you fix the connection on console and you cut the latency by 12 ms. And bro, I'm using this game again on a $3 PC and I can't turn. I feel like I'm using bronze cards with the responsiveness of FIFA 05. You guys got to figure that out, okay? And I'm not even just trying to be negative. I don't understand how this game is so different every time I play it. Every time I go on Battlefield, it's the same experience. Every time I go on, honestly, eFootball, it's clunky, but it's the same experience. It still feels the same. Every time I go on Call of Duty, my gun registers the same bullet tracing every single time. So why is it that this game, out of all of the video games that I've played all time, is the one game that has a different experience every single time you play it? One time you could have the connection stuttering and the latency. The other time you could be on 10 ping and it doesn't matter. It feels like 300 ping because you have bad gameplay coded into hypermotion still and you don't know how to fix it. You just keep trying to put a band-aid over it, and 20% of the time we play this game, it doesn't matter what the connection is, it doesn't matter what the server traffic is, the player animations don't load, it's not crisp, it's not fluid. Like, that just sucks, man. I'm sitting here trying to grind a video today, and I'm crashing out because I have a Dembele and I have a Shellin in my team that forgot, like they literally forgot how to play football. So, EA, I don't know, I know we haven't even, we're stalling, we haven't even looked into this. Bro, it just pisses me off so much, man. Because how do you know, let's say for you guys at home, because I always try to relate to the people watching my video. You guys at home, let's say you guys actually take off work like tomorrow because you're really excited and you want to grind out something on FC. You want to grind out your points, right? The experience for someone that is good at the game, if they have bad gameplay, it doesn't matter. It's like a coin flip every game versus, okay, if you're good at the game and you have good responsiveness, your results will be more consistent. So let's say you at home take off work because you're excited to try out your new team. And then what's the point? Guys, I'm not even trolling. I just had multi-million coin cards in my draft. They felt horrible. They felt like 64 rated cards, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. So you guys will see that video tonight. It'll be on the second channel. I crashed out. And look, I know some people like are, wow, this guy is a baby. Wow. It's not true. It's not true. The game that we pay $100 for every year, someone, instead of glazing these guys, needs to hold them accountable at least and talk about, it's freaking ridiculous. How do we still have this issue with responsiveness? I don't understand you guys, EA. And look, it's a serious look in the mirror for you guys because hypermotion has ultimately been a failure. Over the time, at least of the last 6 years of new gen, look, there's parts of this game I really like this year, but when can I get that responsiveness? At some point, you guys need to cut this build and start a brand new build. And I know that's going to maybe have to take a year off or take time, but you have too many problems in this game with the coding and the net code of things not loading to that where 1 out of 5 days, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 days we play this game, we have bad gameplay. We just don't even know why. The ping is good. You know, you could even look at like a random time when there's nobody even on the servers, like 2 a.m. Why is my game taking slower animations? You know, you play all these other games, Fortnite, everything works normally, right? There's times where, okay, in COD, in Fortnite, in Battlefield, you go onto the game and boom, you took a bad ping match. You took a 70 ping server, and yeah, you feel the delay a little bit. Bro, FIFA is the only game. You could be on 10, 30, 50 ping, but if the gameplay is bad, everyone on that game is going to experience it for that day. Why? Make it make sense. I'm sorry to start here on a Monday with ranting, guys, because honestly, the streams, the Thunderstruck, we hit 1 mil. You know, outside of my health and my personal life, everything in the business has been going well. I have to cook EA. It's freaking ridiculous how much money we spend on this game to have the anxiety if you don't know if you're going to go on a given day and be able to get consistent results and have fun. My entire microphone just fell off my desk, so sorry about that pause. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting. I just, like, for me on this channel, in terms of our content with EA, our content with Konami, I feel like I have a duty to keep these guys accountable. And, like, it's one thing for a creator to feel like, I feel like creators sometimes feel like, okay, I need to just post positive content, or I want to ignore the bad stuff to take people's minds off things and just be positive. Like, I understand that. I get that. But I feel I feel for me, like, remove the channel, remove the income, like, just me as a FIFA player, bro. Like, I deserve better. It doesn't matter all that other stuff. Like, I just feel like I need to hold EA accountable because it's a joke. I'm playing this game and my players don't work today. Anyways. So, guys, by the way, holiday update after that 6-minute rant. Goalkeeper movement adjustments, career clubs, and rush updates, Classic 11 teams in kickoff. Okay, so they're adding Classic 11. We're also continuing to actively review AI defending based on your feedback. Okay, full pitch notes. Now, let's read this. This doesn't look that long, so let's see what they're doing. So, welcome to the holiday update for FC26, which we'll be releasing in the coming days. So, that will probably be tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. We are updating goalkeepers for more authentic play based on your feedback. Making improvements to career mode and clubs, bringing Classic 11 teams to kickoff. Okay, I like the Classic 11 touch. Goalkeeper updates. So this is going to be a big update. So let's see what EA is doing here. As mentioned in our November feedback update, we've been looking at your thoughts on goalkeeper movement and the impact it has on the game. Here's the change we're making with the holiday update. Greatly reduced movement speed and amount of ground covered when using manual goalkeeper movement in open play. Goalkeeper movement is designed to give you another strategic way to defend goal scoring opportunities. So while we recognize it is felt inauthentic and we don't want players to over rely on the mechanic, we want to allow a certain level of control. Okay, here's a before and after look at the change. So before, you can see now most people will probably move their keeper a little earlier than that. And I don't know, it's interesting, like this graphic they're showing. I notice when someone releases the shot and I'm in the process of moving my goalkeeper, I feel like the ball always just goes right through them. Like I feel like you need to move the keeper before so they get set, and then they can go and you know save the shot. So let's see after. So both situations here, it's hard to tell. You can definitely see how much faster. Like boom, boom. And if you're understanding here that EA is kind of doing this at the same time, like they're timed exactly the same. This is a massive patch on goalkeeper movement. I mean, this is absolutely massive. For someone like me, I hate goalkeeper movement. I'm very good at it. Defensively, I save a lot of chances by doing this. I personally hate it because I think it hurts me more than it helps me on attack. One thing I think EA should definitely look into as well is when you shot cancel a goalkeeper because they're running out at you like a headless chicken and it doesn't work, or you have Tech Plus with a 90+ dribbling player and they're running out at you, why are these keepers 90% of the time able to save them? I don't understand. You go back to FIFA 22 when you could just, for someone getting beat and broken down, and you shot canceled a goalkeeper with a 99 Neymar or whatever, a guy that had great dribbling, boom, they were done, you score. I feel like EA needs to get that back. But as you can see after, it's very ineffective. So at 0.5 speed, you'll see the movement. You'll see how effective it is. I just think this is such an interesting example because I feel like when I move the keeper right when they shoot, I always get scored on. I feel like you have to do it before. So now we can see after, there's probably hardly any movement. Yeah, there's hardly any movement. So really, the feet are hardly moving. So if you want to be effective with goalkeeper movement, you're most likely going to have to do it way earlier. Way earlier. This will be very interesting to test out and see this week. We're also removing the goalkeeper rush to center mechanic from open play because we've seen that it can be used as another method of goalkeeper movement that further reduces goalkeeper authenticity. Goalkeeper rush to center. I don't even know what that is. I actually don't even know what that is. So guys, let me know if you guys also, when you guys are getting in the comments talking about responsiveness, let me know if you guys like this change. Let's see how it goes. I don't know if the community is going to love it because I feel like for years now, everybody's been really accustomed to this. I just had the rant today about responsiveness. If EA wants to make a change like this, I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay with it. Especially they've already put on this tweet that they're looking to remove, lessen AI defending even more. And I think they should because, EA should have kept the game with AI defending how it was in the beginning. Because now what you're seeing is that people with Evos and, SBC players like Carlos Alberto, like you're getting way better auto defenders, like crazy play styles. I don't know why EA ever touched the defending because they should have known within a month or two. Everyone's going to get more used to it. So you could just leave it and everyone's going to get better defenders, right? Instead, they kind of babied it for a while and now they're just backtracking. So I still think that was such a massive mistake for EA. I don't know why they did that. Personally, guys, I think goalkeeper movement is a dumb mechanic, so I'm kind of happy to have this. If I get to this spot, I want to be scoring here if there's defenders behind me. I want to be scoring this chance. I hate having to worry about goalkeeper movement, so I don't know how this is going to impact things. I really don't. I guess we're going to have to kind of test out the game to see. First-time shots. We've heard your feedback that goalkeepers don't always deal with first-time shots as well as they should, and we've seen that this reflected in our internal data. In this update, we're also addressing an issue that caused some goalkeepers to react poorly to first-time shots. I don't like this. I actually feel like there's a certain... Like, some of these guys I've been seeing have been spamming first-time shots, like, outside the box. But when you're playing in a cross or a pass or something and you're playing tiki-taka and quick gameplay, I think you should be rewarded for these chances. So I didn't feel like these were too overpowered. I've been scoring some more goals with these recently. I think the first-time shots that don't come across with a lot of power have been too OP. But, there's a certain level if EA wants to boast about realism that first-time shots for goalkeepers are extremely challenging to deal with. So hopefully these get nerfed a little, but not too much. I haven't seen that many people crying about this, but I personally didn't mind them. I thought they were quite effective. Career mode, clubs, Classic 11, AI defending. Okay, we've seen your feedback around AI defending, especially some concerns that it can feel too strong in certain situations. We're continuing to look at it closely. Our teams are actively testing further AI defending adjustments internally. We'll keep listening to your feedback and plan to share an update on what we find or make a change. Okay, so right now they don't have an update for this. They're continuing to look at it and they're investigating internally. We'll keep listening to your feedback and plan to share an update on what we find or make a change if needed in early January. So, guys, it's interesting because we were supposed to have a huge update, and I feel like EA kind of backtracked on it a bit. They're not going that way because this is not a massive update. We were told that there's going to be a ton. Let's see what else we got here. New and updated star heads. Menu refresh. You can expect a festive transformation across the game's main menu following a server release, bringing the holiday spirit from the moment the game launches with falling snow and more. Okay, so this is really a goalkeeper movement update, right? I guess first-time shots as well. I guess they're investigating AI defending. There's no AI defending change, but, EA, as I said starting this video, and I hate to be that guy, this stuff, whatever, all this stuff, whatever, if you guys can't figure out the consistent bad gameplay and responsiveness, I messaged 5 other people today. They said the gameplay has been so bad in the last 48 hours, just so bad for everybody. So I don't, you guys really got to figure that out. I don't think it's server related. I think it's netcode related. Please, because this stuff, like all these mechanics, all these nice promo cards, what does all this even mean if we can't control or have any kind of feeling with the game, So, anyways, guys, that's my video today. Let's see how this pans out. I don't think this is the end of the world patch. Oh my God, EA have ruined FC26. But I guess time will tell.